morning, church family. My name is David Russo, and I have the privilege of bringing us our daily hope today out of Psalm 139. This is one of my all-time favorite passages in the scripture. There's so much gold that we really could mine out of this passage, but today I feel particularly led to bring our awareness to the awareness of God that we see demonstrated throughout this section of scripture. So, looking at verses 1 and 2, we're going to do a kind of a small tasting menu of Psalm 139 today and see all the moments that we have these glimpses, these insights into just how fully aware and fully present God really is in all of creation and beyond creation itself. So, okay, verse 1. It says, "You have searched me, Lord, and you know me. You know when I sit and when I rise. You perceive my thoughts from afar." So God, again, he is seeing the thoughts of mankind, of all of humanity, before they even arise in our consciousness. So before a mind ever enters into our field of thought, God is fully aware of that. Verse 7 and 8, "Where can I go from your spirit? Where can I flee from your presence? If I go up to the heavens, you are there. If I make my bed in the depths of hell, even you are there." So God doesn't only see all of the physical realm. He doesn't only see all of the created reality of the cosmos, the earth, the things that our eyes can perceive, the things that we can send a Hubble telescope deep into space to examine and explore. He not only sees all of that, but he's also fully present, fully aware, fully conscious of all that is happening in the spiritual realm. The psalmist David here is saying, if I go to the heights of heaven, if I go to the depths of hell, even there in all spiritual realities, I would find you finding me. Verse 13, "You created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb." Verse 15, "My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in the secret place, when I was woven together in the depths of the earth." So God sees all of the secrets of humanity. He sees the things that we can't see here on this earth. He sees what's happening behind a pregnant mother's belly. He sees what's going on in the womb. He sees the forces of his created order at play in a way that we can't understand. We don't understand fully what's going on, even in the world that we live in. But he's aware of every secret. He's aware of every hidden bit of knowledge that we haven't discovered yet. He is fully present, fully aware in those places. And verse 23 and 24. Finally, the psalmist says, "Search me, God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. See if there is any offensive way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting." So this is a bit of an interesting way to finish this passage for the writer, because if you remember, the very first verse talks about the foreknowledge of God. The psalmist wrote, "You do know me. You have searched me." And here he's ending saying, "Search me, know me." What's he trying to imply in this section? What's he hinting at? Well, I think he's trying to tell us that although God fully knows us, there is still a invitation for us to be known by God. One of my all-time favorite paintings, it's sitting there right behind me. It's called Philosopher Meditation. A lot of very famous intellectuals, philosophers, psychologists, Aldous Huxley, Carl Jung, many others have commented on this painting, saying that they believe something about it represents the soul of a person, that it's actually a depiction of a person's soul. And I actually worked on a podcast for this painting with a friend. We did, I think, 8 to 10 episodes just using this painting as a way to begin discussing spiritual realities. The podcast is called My Friend the Philosopher, if you want to look it up. But basically, Rembrandt was known for using light as a picture of the divine. He would use it as a symbol for God. And here you have a philosopher sitting at a window, and he's sitting in this restful, contemplative posture. And he's just allowing the light of the morning to come in through the window and hit him. And what's interesting is the rest of the painting behind him goes into this dark, kind of shadowy, unknown territory. So the philosopher, a philosopher literally means one who loves wisdom. The wise man is allowing himself to be exposed by divine light. He is bringing himself out of the darkness, out of the shadows, and he's presenting himself to the ever-present light of the sun. And I think this is something along the lines of the idea that the psalmist is getting at here in Psalm 139, is that although God's light, although his vision, although his awareness is everywhere all of the time, and even beyond time, there is still a responsibility on our end to bring our hearts to the awareness of him, for us to allow him to search us. Because in the process of being seen and searched by God, we actually come to discover who we are. We can't turn our own light in upon ourselves. We have to open ourselves to his light. And in that process, we will come to find out not only more about who he is, but again, more about who we are. I hope this is encouraging to you today, and may your day be filled with hope. Bless you.